In this video, we're going to talk about Neymar Jr. signing for Al Hilal and whether that was the correct decision.
Al Hilal have signed Neymar, the Brazilian superstar from Paris Saint-Germain, for a fee that we believe to be around 100 million euros, including add-ons. That's around 86 million pounds.
Yeah, obviously Neymar is one of the most famous players in world football, one of the most talented players in world football. So a player like that is obviously going to go for a very sizable transfer fee. Obviously not as much as the transfer fee of when he went from Barca to PSG of around 200 million euros.
But wait until you hear the confirmation of how much he earns. This is a year, 150 million euros. And I was just on my calculator there, 3 million euros a week, which works out to be €500,000 a day. That is what Neymar will be earning. That's 6 times more than his current PSG contract.
I mean, yeah, obviously Neymar's banking. He was banking at PSG, but now Al Hilal is he's going to be earning even more, considerably more, and he could easily become probably the richest player in world football. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I mean, Mbappe's making a hell of a lot as well, but now Neymar in Saudi, he's going to be just bringing in making the racks. He was already doing so prior, but even more so now.
So it just feels like that the Galactico era is kind of coming to an end at PSG.
Well, it's moved to the Middle East, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Lionel Messi's gone to the MLS. Neymar now has gone to Al Hilal.
Yeah, obviously before they had that famous front three of Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe and Neymar Jr. But 2 of those guys have gone now. Now it's just Kylian left in the French capital on his lonesome. Obviously he's got Ousmane Dembele and Marco Asensio now in that front line, but those aren't really necessarily Galactico type players, like those big superstar names. They're good players, but not at the level of Messi and Neymar.
There was all sorts of issues with Kylian Mbappe, which on the face of it we think are sorted, but they're now moving towards another phase of their history, our PSG, trying to recruit younger players, younger French players, to just build up a real DNA of that club now, as opposed to bringing in all of these big-name superstars on huge money.
Yeah, obviously PSG are now trying to adopt a new approach in terms of the players they sign. Gone are the days of buying those, huge superstars, huge names. They're now trying to adopt a new system in terms of signing players. And PSG, I don't know if they'll win the Champions League anytime soon, to be fair. I think the most likely they were to win it would be in the last 2 years when you've got the likes of Messi, Mbappe and Neymar.
Tô muito empolgado, muito feliz, né, de estar indo para uma liga nova.
Of course, it's a new step in Neymar's career. He spent the last 5-6 years in Paris. Now he's moving to a new country, a new league, a whole new kind of system altogether that he's trying to fit into quickly and adapt to. So it's going to be interesting to see how he slots into the league. Although saying that the Saudi league, it does have a lot of superstars now, but even still, I don't really see myself watching it.
Eu acho importante, né? Por isso que eu tô...
The French league is not the most competitive, shall we say. I mean, I guess Lille and Monaco have won it a bit, but usually it's dominated by PSG more time. They are a monopoly in the French league, and I guess in Saudi, there's good players in different teams now. Ronaldo and Mane in Al Nassr, Neymar and Al Hilal, Benzema and Al Ittihad, etc. So each different team has a 1 or 2 quality players, and
obviamente que estou empolgado para fazer história lá.
And in terms of rewriting history, I mean, I would say Neymar did that when he went to France. Obviously, that was the world record transfer fee. Him going to Al Hilal, the transfer fee is still big, but it's not necessarily record-breaking per se.
Tem desafio novo, né? Cristiano Ronaldo acho que foi o pioneiro em tudo isso, e todo mundo no começo chamou ele de louco, né? Disso e aquilo, e hoje você tá vendo que a liga tá crescendo, né, cada vez mais. Com certeza você fica muito, né, feliz em encontrar jogadores de qualidade no outro time, né? Porque isso te empolga, te motiva a jogar ainda melhor. E é óbvio que quando enfrentar Ronaldo, Benzema, Firmino, a empolgação será ainda maior. Então estou muito feliz de estar.
Yeah, of course, Ronaldo kind of started the trend of big players making the move to Saudi. When Ronaldo went to Al Nassr a couple months ago, a while ago, that kind of sparked other players to follow him. He spearheaded this trend of footballers making their move to the Middle East. Before that, we didn't really see any big players go there. Ronaldo kind of started it all. Then, as Neymar said, we've seen, Firmino, Benzema himself, Mane, all these big names making their move to Saudi. Unexpectedly, I'd say. I never would have thought, if you asked me this a couple of years ago, would you expect to see all these names make their move to Saudi? I'd say probably not. At the same time, it kind of makes sense because the Saudis have so much money from oil resources and stuff like that. So they have the money to be able to sign all these big players.
Não, ainda não conversei nada sobre a vida lá, sobre os que estão morando, sobre a liga. Eu não conversei com ninguém. Óbvio, falei rápido com o Teles, com o Malcolm, mas com o Mikael, mas não foi nada sobre o país, sobre a cidade, sobre a liga. E sim, tudo bem? Como é que tá? Você vem? Não vem? Só isso.
Yeah, obviously when you're moving to a new league or a new club, you're looking for players of the same nationality as you, players that you've played with before in the Brazilian national team, in Neymar's case, because obviously you get on with them well, you already know them. So when you meet with these people, you can just speak to them and...
Com certeza, com certeza muitos brasileiros vão estar acompanhando a liga e, óbvio, tô ali, espero que todos os brasileiros, não só brasileiros, como no mundo, possam acompanhar e tá torcendo pelo Hilal.
Yeah, so from my understanding, the main Saudi clubs are Al-Ittihad, Al-Ettifaq, Al-Hilal and Al-Nasser. But I guess, yeah, a lot of the Brazilians will be supporting Al-Hilal given that Neymar has made his big money move there. And Neymar is probably the most famous Brazilian person in the world. Bro's got over 200 million followers on Instagram.